Single arm, dumbbell, bicep and tricep exercises. Are they necessary? Are they effective? And are you doing them correctly? Coming up after this. All right, single arm exercises. Are they necessary and are you doing them the right way? The benefit of single arm exercises is tenfold. You're able to concentrate one body part at a time. You have two arms, you have two legs, you have two pecs, you got two sides of your back, right? Simple. This helps you effectively target one side of the body. You could do it with one arm, or you could do it with two arms. It doesn't matter. I'm going to show you a couple of exercises on how this is supposed to be done the right way. You got to remember one thing. Posture is a plus. You got to pull your shoulders back, and you have to be able to understand muscle engagement. Okay? What we're going to do is dumbbell curls, standing dumbbell curls. It could be seated dumbbell curls. It doesn't matter. Single arm, with a cable, without a cable, with the dumbbell. You pick your poison. A lot of people do this. They're swinging these dumbbells up, doing this. That is absolutely wrong. This is not what you do. Okay? Pull your shoulders back. You are going to concentrate on one bicep at a time. You're going to rotate your wrists and you're going to start turning. You're going to come up. Your hand is in front of you, palm facing the ceiling. You come up, you squeeze with a little bit of a twist in your wrist. You come back down and you do it with the other side. Palm up towards the ceiling, come up to the top, give a little bit of a squeeze. Just like this. Find your groove, but control the weight. Shoulders back. You don't want your shoulders forward, shoulders back. Curl, curl and squeeze at the top. Just like this. I'm effectively targeting each individual bicep without any momentum. Okay? You don't see me doing this like you see everyone in the gym doing. Controlled movements. Strict form, squeeze. Strict form, squeeze. Just like this. Okay? We're going to do another exercise. Stay by. Single arm preacher curls. A lot of people butcher this. This exercise right here can benefit you or it could bury you. You can tear your bicep right off the bone if you do this in a really screwed up way. The right way to do this is put the back of your arm on this pad. You want to come down, controlling the movement. Come up and squeeze. Do not bounce this down. You will tear this bicep right off of the bone. And I've seen it many times, and there's a bazillion videos out there showing all these stupid exercises that people are fucking up. Okay? Just like this. Curl it, squeeze it at the top. Single arm exercise. Just like this. The whole movement is controlled. I'm not jerking this weight up. When I'm done with however many reps I'm going to do, I switch arms. The back of my arm is on the back of the pad. You come down controlled, come up, squeeze. Down controlled, come up, squeeze. Just like this. Okay? Let me go show you something else. We're going to do a single arm tricep overhead extension. Again, another exercise a lot of people butcher because they're using weight that's too heavy. So instead of using weight that you can handle, they're using this heavy weight. They're jacking their shoulder all the way over their head and they're trying to bounce this weight up. What's going to happen is you're going to jack your shoulder one too many times and you're going to require an orthopedic surgeon to fix you. You can tear so many things. You could pop your shoulder out of your socket if you're not careful. So err on the side of caution. Check the ego at the door. Use a light weight that you know you can handle without having to try to muscle this thing up. It should be a slow, contracted movement, continuous. I use my hand on the bench as a stabilizer. My limitation is right about here. Some people go farther. This is my sweet spot. So all I do is come down and squeeze up. Down past my head, and I squeeze my tricep back here. Nice and controlled. There's no bouncing with this movement. Once you get your groove, you just continue your repetitions. And when you're done with the one arm, you're going to switch and go to the other arm. Each shoulder is going to have a different range of motion. So don't think what you did on the one side is going to be the same on the other. Find your sweet spot. Right here is my sweet spot. Anything farther over my head hurts. So right here, I go down, stretching the tricep. I come up and I'm squeezing the tricep. Just like this, nice and controlled. I'm not jacking this weight. I'm not using the momentum to push it up. Nice and controlled. Okay, just like this. Remember, do not over jack this dumbbell over your head too far. You will screw your shoulders up. And that's the last thing you want to do, because if you screw your shoulders up doing this, you can forget about doing shoulder presses or bench presses or any of those movements. You're going to be hurting for a while. All right, let's go to another one. Single arm tricep kickbacks. I'm going to use this bench as just a brace. My elbow is going to come up. I'm slightly bent forward. Elbow is always going to stay here. I'm going to take my hand and put it all the way to the top of this dumbbell. And I'm going to kick it back just like that and squeeze. Control it and squeeze. Control it and squeeze. Don't do this. A lot of people do shit like this. You're not doing anything. Keep that elbow in tight. Hands to the front of the dumbbell and push back just like this. Push it back and squeeze. And when you get your number of reps that you're comfortable with, switch it. See, now I don't have anything to brace my hand on. So I put my hand on my knee. Elbow up, squeeze. Push out and squeeze, just like this. My elbow is close to my body. My arm is in tight. And all I'm doing is pressing backward. And I'm squeezing the tricep on the lockout. Okay? Let's go do something else. All right, guys, to wrap this video up, I showed 2 dumbbell exercises for biceps, 2 dumbbell exercises for triceps. The object here is to focus and concentrate on that individual muscle one arm at a time. Yes, double arm exercises are very effective. Those are the staple to all your body compound movements. But when you really want to get isolation in, single arm dumbbell movements are essential. Just make sure you don't butcher them. You have to use the right weight, the right form, and the right muscle engagement, and you will get some fantastic results out of doing these exercises. Don't muscle fuck this weight. Don't use weight that's more than you can handle. You can hurt yourself, especially doing the preacher bench on the way down. You don't want to drop that weight. Going over your head with the dumbbell extensions for triceps, you don't want to jack your shoulder far back over your head. Common sense goes a long way. Train smarter, not harder. And I'll see you guys on the next episode of Championship Muscle. Peace out.